Hey babies, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, first of all, disregard my lashes. I needed to brush them out, so get out your feels, okay? Today I am teaming up with My First Wig to bring you one of their HD transparent lace. Of course, you guys, all the details will be listed down into my description box. Every time you get a package with My First Wig, you do get a bunch of goodies. So typically some bobby pins, some clips, combs, a edge brush, a little edge control, some edge tamer, and also a wig cap. Now in this case, the wig cap was not exactly matching my first. What's going on? But nevertheless, we gonna work this thing out. So of course, you know the unit usually comes inside of a wig bag. For today's video, I am actually going to be working with their ombre honey blonde unit. As you guys can see, the lace is really thin. There are 3 combs on the inside. It has an adjustable cap and an elastic band that is adjustable as well. So double the protection, triple the protection. You get it, I got it. And so I'm going to go ahead and just pretty much toss the wig onto my head. You guys, make sure that you kind of tighten the band as tight as you, I guess, want it. Too tight, low-key, can cause the wig to kind of sit back further than where it needs to, but there are combs on the side, so if you just want that extra security, you can definitely lightly tuck those into your braids, which is pretty much what I did here. So I'm going to start off by just, of course, clipping the hair back. Then I'm going to go ahead and trim off the lace. Typically what I do with my units, I'll go ahead and bleach the knots, tweeze these units out, but the purpose of My First Wig is to pretty much be beginner friendly. So if you aren't used to doing all the extra custom work, they have already pre-plucked, pre-bleached, pre-tweezed the unit. It's not overly done in the way that you may be used to seeing, where, you know, you may see some baby hair or the front of the hairline is super thinned out. For the most part, everybody does not like that, you know, that style of baby hair customization. So that is something that if you want to go a step further, you can definitely do. But like I said, the wig company makes it to where you can literally just plop this baby on and go. So that's why I'm showing it to you fresh out of the box before I make my additional customizations to the unit, where I'm going to kind of dye it and do some other things. But yeah, for now, I just wanted to show you this. So I'm going to be doing a middle part because, of course, this is where it was initially parted out. So I'm taking the comb just to kind of really get that part together. I did go ahead and use my camera flat iron spray to get rid of any flyaways. Now, something that I do notice on lace units, typically there will be like shorter hairs that is going to be shorter than the entire wig, and that's typically used to fill in spots of the hair. So when you saw me tweezing something out, that's what I was doing. But My First Wig does a really good job of giving you the length and the density without going overboard. Sometimes you get wigs and they're just really thick, which makes it really hard to lay everything down, and it kind of can look humpy, bumpy, all that stuff. But as you guys can see, everything is laying flat and pretty smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of style up some baby hairs. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to, but y'all know I be feeling like a wig is not complete unless, you know, you get a little pizzazz. But them baby hairs were just not cutting it. By the look on my face, you guys can see, I was like, wait, what's going on? So I didn't want to give up. I did go ahead and take the additional time to style up the hair, which you guys have seen me do a million times in a million different videos. I'm going to go through with my hot comb just to lightly hit the roots. It is really hot, so you want to be careful. Since I am doing this on my head and not on the wig cap, I didn't lay it as flat as I normally would because I'm just kind of like, look, this baby is really hot. So I suggest doing it on a wig cap and then putting the unit on already pre-styled, which is what I typically do. But again, I wanted to show you the start to finish of how to literally pop this thing on and do a couple of little, you know, style overs here or there and pretty much just go. So this is what I'm doing. I'm literally just smoothing everything out, continuously taking that camera flat iron spray. You guys, it does a really good job of acting like a holding spray without making the unit like sticky and like stiff. So definitely recommend getting that. And I'm going to go through with a little bit of my, I believe I used the Bio Silk just to add a little bit of shine. As you guys can see, the ombre on the unit isn't too bad. I do prefer more of like a gradual kind of like that soft brown into the blonde, just because I feel like it can be a bit shocking. But as you guys can see, they did transition the color really, really well. Everything is nicely blended. There are no harsh lines, which I appreciate it. I can see the highlights, the lowlights, and yeah, it looks really good. The ends weren't too bad, but as you guys know, I'm going to add a little bit of layer to it just for the heck of it, because, you know, I don't really like the, you see how it looks like that kind of wispy ends and they're just kind of all over the place? I don't like that look. I like for everything to look a little bit more uniform, and to me, hairstyle is never complete unless you have added some type of cut, trim, shape to the hair, and so that's what I'm doing now. So I did the same thing on the right side as I did to the left side, just making sure that everything is like pretty much lined up. I noticed that I didn't cut this this side as high as the other one, so I did have to go back and kind of clean that up just a teensy tiny bit, but so far so good. I did go ahead and actually see if the hair was able to hold a curl. So you guys are able to see here with my FHI 2-inch flat iron, which y'all know I pretty much use for everything. Just really easy to add some soft waves. I did go ahead and do a pre-curl just to see how nicely the curl would be, and as you guys can see, look at how pretty that is. I probably should have curled everything because it's giving Goldilocks. You guys, I'm in love. What I'm not in love with is my freaking eyelash that is looking all over the place. So y'all, that bothered me the entire video. If it bothered you, it's okay, I feel your pain. Anyway, so just to go ahead and finish out the style, take a little bit more oil, making sure all the flyaways are gone, which they pretty much were. You can definitely use the edge tamer, but to me it is a little bit oilier, so if you don't want to overkill with the shine, don't use it, but it's up to you. So anyway, leave any comments or questions down below. I'm loving what the unit looks like. This is my attempt to fix the lash. You guys can see how the knots are lightly bleached, and then you can also see how the lace is literally melting into my skin. I didn't have to do anything to it. No glue, no gel, none of that stuff. So we are all in the game. Just a little edge control and we are ready to go. So I love you guys so much. Stay pretty. Leave any comments or questions down below. I will see you guys later. Bye, babies.